what about people that are even thinking about starting a business or an idea, or they're thinking about even investing in themselves or growing their small business? It doesn't always have to be a big expense. Like marketing could almost be free sometimes. Like what we're doing right now, we're kind of marketing ourselves. We're producing some content, putting it out. Like there's no big heavy cost. But then, depends on the level and the playing field that you want to get into, right?
Yeah. I mean, don't put the cart before the horse, right? Mm-hmm. If you don't have a big marketing budget, use every single free avenue that you have. Every single person has a phone. Mm-hmm. Every single person has Facebook or Instagram or can get it for free. And you can use those avenues to promote your business at absolutely zero cost.
And if you don't know how, I've been a raving fan of any AI, but ChatGPT is what I use.
Yeah, it's amazing.
There really is, like, I feel like I've really advanced my way of speaking with ChatGPT. Mm-hmm. This thing knows everything there is to know about me, and my line of questioning isn't basic. So if I wanted to develop a marketing campaign, my prompt literally comes out as a massive paragraph this big.
I like that.
To give me an answer that is just perfection. We're doing things in our business with ChatGPT that hey, it's free. It's a free tool. I pay $20 a month for it. Big deal.
So do I, yeah.
And it is, the power behind it is absolutely fantastic.
It pays for itself 100 times over.
Yes.
Just with the overall formatting emails or coming up with you could come up with an entire social media plan in 10 minutes worth of prompts. It's very, very important. What do you use it for specifically?
Gosh, there's so many things, but for me, I've been embracing it as my executive assistant to decision make on my businesses.
Yeah.
I've used it to analyze my financials and to tell me exactly what targets, how much money I should make in order to profit a certain amount month over month.
Right.
And to essentially tell me
Hey, we're going to go back to the video in just a few seconds, but if you are a business owner and you are struggling with either recruitment, interviewing, hiring, retention, onboarding, I want you to go to cpgincorporated.com. You will be able to find our contact and our phone number right there that gets right to us. You'll be able to speak with someone right away to see if we can help you at CPG Recruitment. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's get back to the video.
I've used it to analyze my financials and to tell me exactly what targets, how much money I should make in order to profit a certain amount month over month.
Right.
And to essentially tell me so that's the financial side. But then we just did something so cool where we went into our CRM and I had my IT guy put a button that is called search event. And what it does is that when I go click search event, I choose either weekly, monthly, or quarterly or yearly. And we've designed a prompt that is literally this long that tells it, this is who I am. This is who I want to meet. I want you to look for an event, whether it's local or virtual, locally to me. And I hit that button every single week and it literally searches everywhere to say, these are the events that we believe you should attend based on my profile and based on who I want to meet. So
local events,
local events. Give you an example. Cool. We literally just invented this button 4 days ago. We hit run for the first time and it outputted this Friday, tomorrow, there's a mayor's breakfast in Leamington. Yeah. All 3 mayors. Do you know which one I'm talking about?
That, yeah.
You're going to that?
Yeah.
It popped that up and it said you need to be there.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, great. Yeah, awesome. I had no idea about it.
Yeah.
So I have agents that are in the US and as well. So they're using it and it's localized to them, to their personalities, to their industries. So I've utilized it as a way to just do a search. And a proper search specific to me, to who I want to meet. Yeah. Because my line of work, I got to be networking in rooms that are like that. But try going on the internet, Google, it's so hard to find. But,
it is, yeah.
But ChatGPT in seconds will scrape hundreds of websites to find for you exactly what you're looking for in 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's an amazing tool for sure.
It's incredible. The list of events, I literally registered for 17 events after within the last 3 days.
Yeah.
Just because of me being creative and thinking who I am, what's my outcome, and who do I want to meet?
Yeah, that's amazing. So, more business owners when you were talking about that need to be up to date with AI because it's like the advent of Google. It's not going back in the box.
No,
either you can adapt and use it, or you
Yep.
can be left
Well,
behind.
we're already changing our language. Now it's ChatGPT it, not Google it.
Yeah, it's true.
I can't remember the last time I said Google it.
Yeah.
I said, let's
You sound like
ChatGPT
You
it.
sound like a boomer if you say Google it now.
Oh my gosh, Google it. It's like, you're ancient. Do you know what Google is?
Yes, I do.
But it is, and you know what? It's just how to give a tip to the public. It's just practice. But my advice would be know yourself so well and then know your outcome so well.
Yeah.
When you know who you are and what you have and the outcome that you want, the middle is what you got to try figuring out. You're in the middle. You're the marketing campaign, but you can't help somebody who doesn't know themselves and doesn't know the desired outcome, right?
For sure. Yeah.
If I told you, if I didn't tell you anything about me and I didn't tell you anything about who I want to get in front of, you probably wouldn't even be able to help me, right?
That's the biggest thing. I was at a meeting today, and the business owner was telling me, he's like, oh, it was our first time meeting.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I thought you'd come here with some packages and some options. And I think that's the issue in marketing is a lot of people are pushing packages.
Mm-hmm.
Everything needs to be custom. Like how can you tell somebody what they need
Mm-hmm.
if you have no idea what their business is? Yeah, you can research it online. You need to hear
Yeah.
from the horse's mouth, right? Like you have to learn as much as you can about somebody's business to one, understand it, and two, to market it.
I agree. And I think for one of my initial, and let's keep this topic on AI. One of my initial, because I'm a private guy, hard to believe, but like, I don't like putting my information on the internet. But and in my mind, I was like, oh, okay, ChatGPT, the more I tell it about me, it's going to spy on me, know everything about me, and my security's gone, all this stuff. Like my head went in that direction at first of technology's learning me as much as possible and too much on the internet, maybe too much. But then when I realized, I said, first of all, if anyone wants to find something out about you, they're finding it out. Even if you're hoarding yourself in private, we live in a world where it's too late. It's gone. If somebody really wants to know who you are, get over it. They're going to find out. I could prove it to you because I do it. I'm in the recruitment business. I do it all the time. If I want to know your personal email and your phone number, there's tools out there. It'll scrape the internet, your Facebook profile, your LinkedIn. I will get your direct cell phone number without a doubt, 100%, without having to ask anyone for it. So it's very easy. So once I was like, okay, we're living in an age where nothing is pretty well private to a certain extent, right? I then said, well, if I actually truly used it as a tool, and if I understood that AI needs to know who you are, I actually spent on a 4-hour drive back from Pittsburgh to here, 4 hours talking to it, telling it every possible detail about my business, how I transact, who my customers were by company, what exactly they spent with me, how I met them. This is why the problem that they had, which caused them to purchase with me. These are the common objections that I get. These are the employees that I have. This is how, like, I told it everything. I told it, this is my family that I have. This is my schedule that I want to have. I told it everything. And I've seen a dramatic transformation of how ChatGPT has become a more useful tool for me. It isn't just the basic, I'm going to please you answer. It's straight up telling me, I know who you are. I know what you're trying to get at. Here's what you need to do. So that is my advice would be, look at, your free ChatGPT and just tell it everything you need to know.
Sure.
And from there,
It's
have fun.
It's an amazingly reflection tool as well. It's like I've asked it questions where, what are 4 things I can improve, 5 things I can improve based on what you
Absolutely.
know about me. It was kind of scary, but kind of great at the same time. So.
I couldn't agree more. I did something similar 2 weeks ago. I was like, okay, this is who I am. You know my family situation. Where do you recommend me living in the world? Do you recommend me living in Windsor, Ontario, or should I move?
What did it say?
It said, get the hell out of there. It said, #1 place for you, Christian, is Juniper, Florida. I said, where the hell?
Yeah.
I said, okay, let's look up. It said Juniper. It said
Florida.
Naples. It said, you have to leave. She asked me for a preference. I said, what about the state of Florida? I said, there's so many places. It said, here are for your business. It did a market analysis on my business. It then said, this is where you strategically be positioned. It's like you also have a young family, so you need to be in a place where you also have a young environment. It weeded all the places that have a higher age, like average age, all this stuff. And it really came down. It's like this, because I know you, this is your best family decision you could make. And it's like based off your finances that you told me, this is what's the most affordable for you. This is the best spot done. And I was like, oh, this is easy.
Yeah.
And by the way, that answer was derived in about less than 1 minute.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I've always been thinking about like moving, you know, especially in marketing, like Toronto or another market. I think Windsor, Essex is a special place, but with the economy the way it is, I feel like the people that have money are going to continue to make money, but I think it's going to be very, very difficult for new and emerging markets, businesses to take off. Especially in Windsor, Essex, just based on the aging population. But I think there's a lot of opportunity. I just think what opportunity looks like is going to change. That's what I think.
Is your line of work, are you very limited to Windsor? Like your customers must be in Windsor?
No.
You could get customers anywhere in the US, Canada, while being here?
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
We can. We usually like to focus more like local. That being said, is we are like a local and privately owned company. So I think that reflects well with other locally owned private companies in you know, Southern Ontario. And there's also a lot of it's really great being on the ground and talking face to face with people. There's a lot of marketing agencies right now that are specific. So there'll be a recruitment specific marketing company that'll promise 10x.
Yeah.
10x, everything 10x, right?
Yeah.
I even get pipeline.
Yeah. All that. You want to boost your sales by 10x and get appointments with zero cost. There's always a cost. It doesn't make sense.
Of course. And or the whole we'll do your marketing for free if we don't get you X amount of, you know, appointments set. That's all great, but what that is you're paying for all the ad spend. You're just not paying their service fee. So it's not really like, okay, they work for free. You're still putting a bunch of money out in ad spend. Yeah. So being local, understanding the local population is a big up for us instead of having somebody in Texas trying to figure out, you know, what this is. Yeah. So when it comes to digital marketing, I think we do have an upper hand because we don't need to do all this. A lot of the times if you know, your company comes to a digital marketing agency, they'll do a discovery fee of $5,000 is usually it. And that's to understand your business and understand the market. We do that for free and we're happy to do it. I think it should be done for free. We're not going to charge you anything.
You got to give value and serve a little bit.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. And that's how you earn loyalty.
Yeah, absolutely. Right? Yeah. I'm sure you do the same thing.
Yeah.
You're trying to understand people's businesses before anything. And you're
I
like,
coach and give advice. Yeah. On average, my customers acquired minimum 6 months after I meet them because I've coached them, I've advised them, I've built rapport with them, and then they transact generally. And that happens, you know, with a lot of products, with so many things, right?
For sure.
Even B2C businesses or B2B, it's think of, you know, when a new store opens, maybe you got to watch it for a little bit and then you decide to go and you drive past it so many times or you hear it so many times on the radio and then you decide to transact, right?
Yeah.
So
you got this old head sales guy told me like the numbers around 8 times where you connect with somebody. Let's say you're trying to get a new business on. Yeah. The average should be about 8 times before you get like a real response or a sit down. A lot of people give up after 2. I mean, I'm guilty of it. We're all guilty of it. It wasn't going to work anyways. Yep. You know, but that's the consistency that I think a lot of salespeople need and the advice salespeople need is it's so easy to give up in sales. It's the easiest thing ever. Yeah. Because you can just go home. See you later. It's all good. I'm an outside sales. So the discipline definitely has to be there, but 8 times I think is the magic number. I feel like after that, you know, it's either dead or it's time to move on.
Last we talked, like you and I couldn't agree with you more because we were talking a lot about sales last time we talked. And to me, it's a no-brainer. We talked job security. We talked marketing yourself and sales and entrepreneurship. And now more than ever, like I've literally had people coming and begging me like, I can't find a job. I can't find a job. And I asked them the following question. I'm like, what did you do? They're like, I just applied to postings on Indeed. I was like, what else did you do? Maybe I get the ambitious one that said, I went and just handed out a resume and just dropped it off at the front desk. I'm like, how did you sell yourself? Like, how did you stand out? Like, you've got over 11% unemployment rate in the city. So on average, you've got 2,000 positions for the population here. You're getting you're competing with anywhere from 150 to 300 people per job. That's
crazy.
Yeah.
Say that again for the cameras. What is the average? Sorry.
So simple math. You look in a city and you go on Indeed and just type in the city and type in jobs. And it will give you the total number of job postings that are up there. Right now, there's on average anywhere from 1,500 to 2,000 in Windsor, Essex County.
Right.
To give you an equivalent, in Detroit, 70,000 positions that are available in Detroit. 70,000, 2,000, okay? You then look at population. So population in this area is about 250,000 if you stay just Windsor, but if you look at the whole area, it's about 400,000.
Right.
Take 400,000 divided by 2,000, you get, isn't it like it's 300.
Yeah.
So that means for every job posting, there's 300 people that could apply to it.
Right.
Now, not all of them are unemployed, but what I'm saying is that's the ratio I use to see if the market is healthy or not.
Yeah.
It should be 1 in 50.
Yeah, it's probably more because it's not only unemployed people that are applying; it's people that already have positions as well.
Yes, but
Crazy.
when I measure a city to see like how healthy it is, this is my own regimen. This isn't something that like is out. It's my own methodology of measuring the economy. I take the population, I take the number of jobs available, and I get a number. So if I'm getting 1 in 3 for every job, there's 300 people population. That's a lot. Okay. That is a lot. It should be 1 in 50. That means there should be one job available for every 50 people in the city, not for every 300. It's a better way of saying it, right?
Yeah.
Detroit is about 1 in 50. Windsor is 1 in 300.
Yeah.
That's, to me, that's a measurement of, I'm like, okay, there is not enough jobs, meaning you will get a ton of applicants and a lot of people that, especially the unemployment rate is really, really high. So that means there's a lot of unemployed people. That means you are going to have a lot of competition. For every posting you put up, you're going to get tons of people applying.
Hey, thanks for watching the video. If you are an entrepreneur that is serious about building your team with the right people, I'm very glad that we met. At the end of the day, bringing in the wrong people could really hurt your business and could potentially bankrupt your business, and bringing the right people in could potentially make you a multimillionaire, if not a billionaire. Having a strong team is so critical to the success of every single company, and I'm proud to say at CPG Recruitment and myself, I want to work with you. We are experts at really designing the ideal candidates, recruitment strategy, interview process specifically for your business to make sure that your business is building teams with the right people. I want you to get a hold of us by going to cpgincorporated.com or even simply just commenting on any one of our videos. I've got team members watching every single piece of content that we release that if you need the help, all you got to do is comment below or reach out directly to us at cpgincorporated.com, where we have our phone numbers there and our calendars to just book a call, and we're here to serve you, to help you build your team with the right people.